People, welcome to Red Duck Farms Academy. My name is Kennedy, a Ghanaian poultry farmer and also a US Navy veteran. I tell you that because at times I want to let you know it doesn't matter wherever you may find yourself or what profession you are, whether a banker, whether a accountant or whatever, you can be a farmer or anything that you want to achieve or create your own business. That's why I always tell you I was a veteran and now I'm doing this. I want to let you know that it doesn't matter any profession that you are in, you can still do something. That is encouragement. That make me to say all that. So now let's go into the video. Today is a very nice topic and I think you're gonna like it after me dissecting it with you. And if today is your first time, just join the family and let's grow this family together. Thank you so much. So now, starting farming in Africa with loan or a credit card. When you come here, especially those in abroad, using a credit card to start a business back home, or if you're in Africa, using loan to start a business or to start a farming in Africa. Now, these are some of the things I want you to know. One, today I want to go straight to the point like that. One, if you are starting a business in Africa, you should know the kind of farming you want to go into. Like cash farming, a cash crop, is it animal farming, or what type of farming are you going to? Is it aquaculture or the fish and other stuff? Is it poultry that you want to go to, or is it what is the name? Maize, cashew, all that kind of farming, the crops that you want to go into? That will decide whether you need a loan or not. And I'll come to that, whether you need a loan. Because some of the business, it doesn't matter any business that you are starting, you may need loan. But when do you need a loan? And do you need the loan from the beginning or the starting, or you need a loan maybe in the middle of it? And when do you need a loan? That's what I'm here for, because I did aviation with management or with the business. So when it comes to business with accounting, I can help you with it a little bit to expand your business. That's what we are here for. People don't know that part of me, but you can see mostly on the computer with 2 slides and all these sticker notes. That's how I do business stuff. So let's come to the topic one more time. So if I'm starting a business and I want to start with a loan, first of all, I don't want to say it's a bad idea or it's a good idea. It depends on what you are going to invest in. But I want to give you some things to take care of, to take into consideration very, very well before you use loan to start farming or you use credit card. One, check the interest of the loan that you are going for. So, because if you're going into farming and you're going into going for a loan, which is about 25% or 20% interest rate, you should take caution, because in farming, before you can reach that kind of profit or you can start making that money to pay back, it takes a little bit of time. Like for example, in poultry, after taking a loan, for you to get money back in, I say, this is my profit, it's going to take you about a year, because for the first 5 months is where you start raising the birds. After the 5 months is where they start laying. It takes them about 2 months or 3 months before let's say 2 months before they can care for themselves. That's one. So if for poultry alone, let me use the poultry for example, before they start caring for themselves. So it can go all the way to the end of the month before end of the year, before like a year before you can get some profit, saying, oh, this is my profit. And even that profit is not actually not a profit, because it's not covering the whole cost of the business that you started. But because of the facility, the machines, and the structure that you have built, it's an asset to the company. Then you can start saying, okay, every month I'll take this money as a asset or as something, before you can start paying the loan. So if the interest is very high, that means by the time you start paying that loan, you have already incurred a lot of interest behind that you have to pay. And no company is going to allow that, or no bank or credit card. If it's credit card, you're going to end up maybe going low on your credit score. And if it's a bank loan, banks are not going to allow you. That is very, very important. If it's like maize, which takes like 4 months, and you go into it, and maize, if you're depending on the natural rainfall, you should be careful, or the rainfall should be careful. That means if it does not rain, where are you going to get that money to pay in the next 6 months? Because after 6 months, you can get all your dry maize, 4 months for the harvesting and everything. After 6 months, you can sell them, or within the 6 months, you can sell them. But where are you going to get that money? So the interest that you're going for, if it is a higher interest, take caution. Don't fall into a trap of going for loan to start farming whilst the interest is very high, because it will end up by coming back to bite you, because the interest will be higher, and by the time you pay, you'll be paying so that you've incurred a lot of loans on that. Sorry for that. Let's continue. That's the two scripts. So the next one is the loan term, the term of you paying the loan. So if you are starting a business or a farm business in Ghana, in Africa, any part of and you are in abroad or you are in Ghana, take caution of the term of the loan that you are going for. If it's 6 months, can you use that 6 months to finish your either maize, either fish farming? I know fish farming, like 5-6 months, the fish are ready. The fingerlings, by that time, the fingerlings are ready and you can sell them. Sorry. So if within 6 months, can you get the money into the production, or into the money that you invested, and sell to pay the bank? That's another one. And if it's like poultry farming, I was saying, is it like 1 year or 3 years? Maybe let me take it for 5 years, 3 years, that after maybe doing this, I can still pay the money. So you have to take very caution of the term. People, be very careful. You know, mostly when I'm talking about business, I'm very passionate about it, and poultry farming and all that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays, we are coming more about poultry and business ideas to help us grow, because people need ideas to grow. I mean, so let's continue with the points, right? So you need to know the terms. Don't go for a loan which is like 6 months, 1 year. In the end of the day, you have to pay within a year. Oh, I can do it quick. I can do this and that and pay my loan. It's going to be tough on you. So by the time you know, the companies or the banks will be coming after you for their money. And by the time you see, everything is coming to you. One day I'll talk about partnership to start a business in Africa. It's a very, very serious topic to talk about. And I'll teach you and I'll tell you. I have more things about that to tell you about. Partnership to start a farming in Africa. I'll talk to you about it, whether good or bad, or the pros and cons. So wait for that video. So the next one is to, can the loan finish the business or the setup of the business? So if you want to start a poultry, if you want to start a farming or something, a business, the first question that you have to ask yourself, the loan that I want to use to start that business, to start that farming, either maize, whether piggery farming, or whether fish farming, or any kind of farming, maize farming, and can that business, can that money or that loan finish the business? Because if that loan is not able to finish it, and you get stuck along the way, that means you have loan to pay, and secondly, now you have a project to accomplish. So now in the middle, you have to. So what end up by you doing is, whether you sell the business to somebody, or you going for a partnership. Now that means you have a loan to pay. Somebody coming in, oh, you're gonna pay the loan together, and now you have to share. It's a game of itself. So when you're going for a loan, and let's say you need let's say about $40,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 to start a business, work out your business plan well, and give a room for excess, or room for uncertainties that you can use that money to cover. Otherwise, you may end up by taking loan, but you end up by selling the business before you finish. Now, let's come to this one. So things that you have to know, as I was saying, farming profit does not start at a day. So you have to know that before you do your business. The next point is, you have to have a job. It's very important. If you are starting a business or a farming in Africa, and at the end of the day, you are going for a loan, don't go for a loan, whether in Ghana, whether in Nigeria, whether in every part of Africa, or whether you're outside. don't go for a loan in the initial stage thinking that I'm going to use the money from the business to pay that loan. It's not going to work because it's going to take time. So have a job that will pay for the loan as the money that you've invested will be kind of reproducing or kind of increasing for you. So if you're going for loan, don't depend solely from the business that you're going to set up to pay the loan. No, use a personal money to pay the loan, but later take the money back. Take the money from the company or the business that you are setting up, whether fish farming, poultry farming, or the farming, because I like farming sector. That's why I'm always more into the farming sector and the farming associate. So it's very necessary to take money or use personal monies to pay the loan, and later on take the money from the business, because the business is not going to get you the money so quick. Yes, and I want you to know that very, very sure. And then the last point, you must not depend 100% on loan to start a business. Why am I saying that? And one, mostly companies hesitate to give you loan if you don't have anything to start a business. They will depend on your maybe your personal savings to give. Oh, you can pay for this amount, so they're gonna give it to you. So why not use some of the personal savings to start the loan, and maybe add some invest to add some loans to it. But instead of using loans 100%, make your business rely on liability. I don't know how to explain it to you to get it. Liability, like you are become a borrower to start the business. So in case of anything, you are at a higher risk. So if you are starting a business and you need a loan to start, here's my advice. Maybe take 30% loan and use your own money, about 70% to start a business. Okay? So in case even the money, something happens, the bank will not be chasing after you, and you will not destroy your credit card or your credit score, and you'll not be end up by paying banks money. But at least you can go back and work for your own self. So people, I know if this is your first time and you like these videos, just hit the like button, notification button, and just subscribe to our page, and let's build this formula together. As always say, chase your dreams and money will follow you. Peace.